Hi guys, welcome to Simple Math. In this set of videos, I will explain some examples about evaluating expressions. Okay, evaluating expression means that the exercise provides a value for each letter. You substitute and then you solve the calculation, you simplify, you give the final answer in the simplest form. So let's start with the explanation. Instruction. The values of A, B, and C are A equals 10, B equals 7, and C equals 4. Tick to show if the value of each of these expressions is equal to 64 or not equal to 64. So in other words, we have three exercises where we have to substitute these values to simple, and then we do the operations, we perform the operations, and then we write the answer in the simplest form if it's possible, okay? So I'm going to solve one by one here, and then I will start putting the check marks here, equal to 64 or not equal to 64. So let's begin. All right. I will start with the first one. Yes, I'm going to figure out here. So the first one, which is this one, yes, I will begin, and then I will solve. 6 times A plus C. But remember that we are going to substitute A, and then we're going to substitute C in my exercise. Okay? So 6 times A plus C. So in other words, is 6 times 10 plus C. C is 4. Yes? 10, apply PEMDAS all the time, remember. 10 plus 4 is 14. So is 6 times 14. 6 times 14. 6 times 14 is not 64. Yes, is not 64. 6 times 14 is equal to, I think is 84. Yes, is 84. Is 84. So, is not equal to 64. Okay? So, let's continue with the other one. Okay, let's continue with the next one. Okay, so it says A squared, it says A squared, it says A squared plus 28 over 2. But remember that A is 10. So we substitute the value of A in the exercise. So in other words, I have A squared, but A squared is 10. So 10 squared plus 28 over 2. So applying PEMDAS, we have that is the same than 10 squared is 100 times 28 divided by 2. In other words, we have 128 divided by 2. And 128 divided by 2 is 64. So this is equal to 64. Or we can use an X if you want, okay? I know it says thick. So it means we have to use a thick on each answer. Yes? So not equal to 64 and equal to 64. Okay, let's continue with the next one. I will erase this. So sorry, I will erase this. And then let's solve the next one. So it means this one. It says, parenthesis 6 minus 2b, 2 times b. But what is b? B is equal to 7, so we will substitute. So in other words, I have 6 minus 2b, or 2 times b, but b is 7, so 2 times 7, and everything is squared, or raised to the power of 2. So applying PEMDAS, I want to solve the parentheses first, but in the parentheses, I have a multiplication to be solved. So this is 6 minus 2 times 7, which is 14, this is equal. And then everything raised to the power of 2. All right, so this is equal to 6 minus 14 is minus 8. In other words, it's minus 8 to the power of 2. And minus 8 to the power of 2 is minus 8 times minus 8. Negative times negative becomes positive, so the answer is 64. So in this case, equal to 64. So let's solve the next one. Let's solve the next one. So the only thing you have to do here in this kind of exercises is substitute, and that's it, no more. Okay, I'm going to solve the next one, which is this one. So it says b squared plus c squared minus 1. But what is b? B is equal to 7 and c is equal to 4. So in other words, what we have is, if I substitute 7 squared plus c squared, but c is 4, so 4 squared minus 1. So 7 squared is 49. Applying PEMDAS. This is 49 plus 4 squared is 16 minus 1. I have to continue applying PEMDAS. So 49 plus 16 is 65. So this is equal to 65 minus 4. Minus 1, George. What's happening to you? Minus 1. And 65 minus 1 is 64. Wow. This is equal to 64. And that's the way we solve, guys, this kind of exercises. Thanks for watching Simple Math, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.